What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my Diablo 3 PS4 version. This is hardcore difficulty. So this time I'm still doing the Crusader build, but this is what I like most, the Shield Bash version. Okay, so it's a little bit different from Sweep Attack, because Sweep Attack we need the the Golden Fleece and the nice shield, right? So the skills wise is also just a little bit different. So let me just start the riff first, more action, less talk. Then after that I'll talk about the builds and skills, of course, at the end. Okay, let me do a 45, okay? I don't think I can handle 50 and above. Co-op shouldn't be a problem. But if it is so, okay, let me check my skills first, sorry guys. Because I'm afraid because I'm still using the Sweep Attack skill instead of Shield Bash. Okay, things to look out, it's pretty much the same as the Sweep Attack, which I done it earlier. So for Shield Bash, okay, the big difference is you're damaged. And of course the AoE damage also. AoE means area of effect, okay, means you have more splash damage for Shield Bash. Of course, it depends on what skills you are using in Shield Bash. And the focus and restraint ring, FNR, okay, that's what we call it. It works beautifully in Shield Bash, and of course, because the Crusader has a new braces. So with that equipped in, you can see that your damage, it's always like once you crit you should get around 2 billion, 3 billion. If it's a crit normal, you should get an average 1 billion, somewhere there. So I do mention a little bit of tips. The way of survival, it's always your iron skin and your lost. For this law, okay, I'm gonna talk about the laws first, okay? Why do you use this law? This law is more towards of the resistance, correct? So I use this a lot on co-op because, okay, let's assume, okay, there are 2 Crusaders in your party, okay? So 2 Crusaders in your party, one of them is using the laws of Viola, okay? So you don't use laws of Viola, because I always do not know do they stack or what. So it's better one of you just use the other law, which is what I'm always using, because most Crusader always love laws of Viola, because they can get the 50% reduction of skills. So I choose this law. And of course, you guys know I'm always playing co-op, so solo it's really very new to me. I seldom play solo, but because of this walkthrough, so solo, I believe a little bit of luck. As I said, this is it's actually not a bad riff, seriously, because of the enemies, but it is still not good because you have to backtrack. You see, once you go to there, then backtrack, and the enemies are it's not that much. And elites, a good riff is you will always have enemies. Once you go anywhere, there will be enemies here, enemies there, and everywhere, and they'll always clump up together for you, so you will never run out of wrath. Shield Bash, or Sweep Attack, you will always run out of wrath, and that's one thing the most dangerous for Crusader. And of course, the more damage you do, that means your attack speed will rise up because of the Rolands sets. Once you hit 5 enemy, you get additional attack speed. And of course, once you hit an enemy, the cooldown on your lost and your shield glare, and of course your iron skin will go up, so your survival also became higher. That means the more you hit, the better you are. So I said this is a fairly good riff, but it's still not good, And of course, even if you have a good riff, at the end of the riff, you have to really depend on your riff guardian, So let's hope this riff is kind to me. But this is just 45, okay? So I know I can handle 45, 46 easily, Hopefully, this is good because you see, as I say, a lot of enemies means you will always never run out of wrath. So just keep doing your shield glare and everything. And do take note about your Crusader too. Means, okay, if you were doing 40 plus, okay, let's say it's your co-op partners, okay, if you are just the only melee Crusader, okay, and then let's say you have 3 Demon Hunters, okay, 3 Demon Hunters or all range, so you are the only tanker, okay, you won't be able to tank much, especially if you hit Greater Rift 50, you know, it's not your fault, because the games get more, you know, once more players come in, so no matter what you do, you know, there is a way, of course, you can do to bring up your tanker mode, but you're gonna lose attack. It's always like that. So if you're gonna lose attack, you're gonna lose. If you wanna lose attack, you can gain more defense. So you can do that on gems. You know, if you are playing Greater Rifts 50 and above, if you want like to tank, like what am I doing right now? You know, solely just tank the enemy, so your back-end supporters, you know, your range and everything can do. All of you can do good damage. Change your gems. So you need the Molten gems, the one that is always regenerating. You get a absorbing shield, and then you always regenerate your life. Depends on how high the level. And historic rings, historic gems. Sorry, that is always on me because of the big resistance for non-physical, of course. And then the third one you get, it's the melee reduction. That is the new gems, I believe. So if you equip these 3, you are a tank, I tell you. But of course you're gonna lose a little bit of damage. It really depends on your co-op team, because mostly if you co-op, because most, I do not know why, everybody seems to be playing a buff, you know. So once you have a barbarian in your team, it's good. Monk or buff, it's good. Because why? Because maybe it's because of their war cry or the monk mantra, sorry. So it boosts you up a little bit. That's why you can survive battle in Greater Rift 50 if you're playing co-op, okay? Co-op. If you want to push yourself solo, I mean, this build is good, trust me. This build you should be able to clear easily. I'm talking about late 40s. I haven't tried the Greater Rift 50 yet. 40 plus it should be good. Okay, even the late 40s, you know. And again, it depends on the rifts, you know, because, and of course even the rift is good. At the end you you meet a bad rift guardian, that's it, you know, it's gonna ruin your run. So these are the tips and everything, you know, which is my recommendation, you know. And then of course look for the lag, because once what I like to do is, because if I am playing my friend's game, the one who is the melee, let's say Monk is good, you know, surprisingly Monk is like pretty OP, but it's broken sadly. I'll explain Monk on my Monk build, you know, hopefully I can do it soon, you know. Monk is pretty OP. And then that's one rift that I'm doing. I know it's in the late 50s, okay. So this arcane, I should remember the whole team, you know, the whole team was like, we are like freaking, you know, we nearly died or what in the rift. It's like we met this arcane, second iced, third thunderstorm. Wow, this elites, I tell you. You know, even the barbarians having a little bit of problem, I tell you. So that's why I say it's and of course, by the end I say it's depends on your rift. Again, I do not know. I think I'm not gonna complete it in time, because judging by this. But maybe can, because at the end, if you get a good rift, you can even spawn a power pylon. You know, a power pylon right exactly when you're gonna meet the Rift Guardian. So that is what I mean by a good rift. You know, and because everything helps in here. Of course, oh, by the way, guys, this is a PS4 version. Means there's no, you have no seasons. You know, there's nobody gonna rank and everything. Just play casually. You know, get a good team. You know, but mostly I have been a lot of online lobby nowadays because I was waiting for my friends, you know, to start a Grift, so I was playing. I can share with you a story, you know, which I am freaking impressed by this witch doctor. Okay, so I met this random witch doctor. You know, he just came into my game. It's okay, for your information, he's even not Paragon 200. Okay, not even Paragon 200. So he started a Grift. You know, it was like a Grift 50. You know, since there's only me and him, he's a witch doctor and I'm a Crusader, I believe. So I was like, wow, you know, you're less than 200 and you're playing a Grift. So I do check his items, you know, just to look out, okay, for what Russian sword, 3 socket rings, you know, all this. But no, he's legit, okay. He's really legit, which actually he's not, okay, in a way, which I will tell you later. So, you know, when we are in the Grift 50, I'll be honest, I was having a little bit of trouble. Trouble means in tanking, means if I'm always on Akarat champion, I can tank everything, okay, since it's just 2 players and it's just 50. But if I'm not an Akarat champion, if I meet elites, I'm having a bad time. Okay, I'll hold on to the story first. This is a good raid, okay. If you notice it, all the way I'm always facing, you see? Always clump out enemies, always clump out enemies, means every time when I'm moving, I always have enemies, you know. So that means my Takarat, it's always up, and my attack is always up, and everything is always up. So what I mean by this is a good raid. Okay, back to the story. So this witch doctor was like 50, and okay, let me tell you, he's tanking, okay. Wow, I was like, wow, this witch doctor is like, wow, less than Paragon 200, you know. Wow, this guy is a pro, I tell you. So I was like, wow, I was pretty impressed by him, you know. So I was thought, wow, this guy is a professional, you know. So after the Grift, you know, I take a closer look at his items, okay, which make me, wow, this guy is a joke. Okay? So let me explain. He's less than Paragon 200. Okay, so 100 plus. You know, so I started to look at his gems. So I chat with him. I even put on a mic in the mid game just to chat with him. He told me he had been through 50 plus raid. His highest was, you know, 50 plus and everything. But you know what? He's wearing an Ostorat gem. Okay, his how to say, his defense was 60%. Wow, his Montan gems, it's 110 life regeneration. Come on, man, what are you? Oh, by the way, this is a bad Rift Guardian, okay? The Butcher. There is a bad Rift Guardian, but lucky is just 45. If this Butcher were to appear on 50, wow, he is hard, okay? He's hard because he can wall you, he can burn you, and he can spike you, you know, yeah. But lucky is just 45, you know. If it's 50, oh my god, I'm gonna have a hard time, okay? So I was like thinking, look for those gems, okay? Because we all know, because you need a, okay, I'm not stupid or what, because you need at least a Paragon, no, you need at least a Rift 100, okay? A Rift 100 to level up to that high, okay? He told me he leveled it up legitly. I mean, come on, you know, I've been through 55. My percentage was close to 0, okay? 0. Okay, if you want to level up just 40%, you know, of Astorat, it's close to 0, okay, at 55, just for information. So you need at least a Rift 70, 80 to get to that high. I mean, but whatever. Then after that, I just leave the game. So first thing first, okay, so this is what little peeps for you. Oh, you can see my Astorat ring right now. This is this, you know, I need at least at Grift 55, I'm having 0% or 1, okay, just for information, and it's not even 40%, okay. So the Witch Doctor was 60, you know. Okay, not even, you know, just imagine if I complete Grift 55, I can't even level it up. Trust me, it's either 0 or 1, either one. Okay, that's how bad it is. But can you imagine, I've seen a 60. Wow, I was like, oh my god. So okay, I'm gonna touch it up. So for the followers, I believe the same as the sweep attack. The most important is your resources because you can gain more wrath. Then of course, grab the sword and everything. I didn't change much on him because I seldom play solo, so you know, just dump everything. And again, I forgot to equip a better amulet on him. I'm still using the 41. Oh come on, guys! I really seldom play. What's that? The solo. So okay, for this, this is what I put. Okay. So movement speed, vitality, strength. You know, that's what I need. So go ahead. If you want more vitality, go ahead. If you want, you know, you want to tank better, go for more vitality. Vitality, sorry. Okay, definitely cooldown reduction. Then critical hit chance or critical hit damage. Then the last is attack speed for Crusader. Okay, this is just my recommendation. Okay, as you guys can see, I never even level up my Crusader. But it's okay, it's just 2 Paragon points. Definitely resist all first, then armor or life. See which one you prefer. The last is life regeneration. Okay, for this, of course, resources cost reduction first. Then area damage or life or hit, depend on you. Of course, the last is go fine. You know, so that's pretty much for the Paragon levels. Okay, this is all my recommendation. Okay, and then okay for this Shield Bash. Alright, I use Crumble because Crumble, okay, Shield Bash is a bit different, okay, than Sweep Attack. You have to remember, the more block damage you do means your block chance, it adds into your Shield Bash. Remember this, okay? Okay, just remember this. That's why I use this Crumble, and Crumble is one of the best. So Crumble do fire damage. Okay, just to highlight, so you can put more fire skills on it to enhance the thing. Definitely for defensive skill, Zealot Glare, Shield Glare. Shield Glare use Zealot Glare. Yeah, it's the best because 9 Wrath is the best for each enemy that you blind. And of course, because you're using Shield Bash, we can have another passive, which I'll tell you later. Let me see what's that. Okay, Shield Glare. Okay, for this, loss of justice. This is what I mean. So if you have a lot of range decaying strength because reduced damage, means you have a lot of wizards and demon hunter. If you have a lot of melee fighters, your whole group is melee. I think it's better to use this. Okay, so you can increase your defense. Okay, so that's about it. Loss, of course, you can change your loss to justice or Viler. Okay, Viler definitely unstoppable forced because 50% cost reduction. Okay, but most Crusader use this. That's why I always like to use the other one, you know, so we can, you know, vice versa each other. Iron Skin definitely increase your duration to 7 seconds, which is a lifesaver, especially in Greater Rift. The Akrat Champion. Okay, I always like to use the Prophet because it boosts the what's that, defense. Okay, this is my generator, which is important. Punished. Why I like Punish? It's because it syncs together. Okay, so once you hit Punished, you know, you get an extra 15%. That adds to your damage. So it's like, you know, you have damage and you have attack. It's damage and defense. Indestructible, it's a must. Okay, for hardcore. To me, it's, you know, that 5 seconds you can exit out of the game or what, you know, so you don't lose your items. Okay, so indestructible and heavenly strength. Heavenly strength because you need it for two-handed weapon. So this two, it's a must. The one you can switch is Finery. Okay, Finery you can switch it out. Towering Shield is too good. For me, I will stay because it gives the Shield Bash 20% more damage and reduce the cooldown for Shield Glare for 30%, which is huge. Okay, so if you are a Shield Bash, Towering Shield, it's pretty, you know, it is a must to me. More damage and your cooldown for Shield Glare. So if you want to opt, you want to switch out, to me, you can switch out the Finery. Of course, you want more damage, Finery or Holy Cost. Okay, this two is good. Holy Cost is also does the same damage, just a slightly lower than Finery. Okay, but it heals you. Okay, and of course, if you do not want holy cause, you can go for Long Arms of Lost, which is extra 5 seconds, you know, and or if you are, you know, if you don't have very good gears or what, go for Vigilant, Long Arms of Law, extra 5 seconds. Okay, so switch this finally do what you want. You can go for, you know, healing, or you want Long Arms of Lost or Vigilance. Vigilance 20% on all those resistance, non-melee resistance, okay, which is huge. Okay, let me gather, because I believe I keep all the items in here, so let me, okay, so let me show you what I've got, okay, which is pretty good. Okay, first thing first, Rolands, you need Rolands, definitely. This is, okay, this, okay, no, this Marauder is Ancients, I believe. Oh, I don't know why I have a Marauder, sorry. So Rolands is all, you know, go for, you know, definitely the I've equipped all of the Roland sets, and I believe all are Ancients. Yep, all are Ancients. So I prefer life hit, okay, than critical hit damage, which I will show to you why later. You can see that my Ancients do not have the 6% critical hit chance. Okay, it's which okay, let me show you why. Because my critical hit chance, you see, it's 40. It's already 40%. So even I get 6, I get 48. It's pointless because my critical hit damage is only 300. You know, always go by a 1 to 10 ratio. You know, so adding more 48%. I'd rather get the life on hit for more survival. So that's the reason why I do it. Okay, so let's say if I, you see, 48. If I critical hit chance, but it's pointless to me because of my critical hit damage. And to me, that 12%, that 12,000 life per hit, it's much more better for my survival. So of course, this is important. The Marans, I always love this. This is also another hard to get amulet. You know, the one on the left right now. You can resist thunder. This is also good. So if you do not have a good Maras, and you want to go for the prevent thunder, go ahead. This is the braces, you need this. Okay, look at these braces. Okay, this is a must for Shield Bash. This is a very good braces. Means it's 200%. Means it's almost perfect. You know, okay, it is perfect. Sorry, what I mean is almost perfect because it's not Ancients. I have an Ancients for information, but it's only like 180. But trust me, I would take this anytime because the 200% is too great. Okay, the shield. Okay, I always like this. No, not deny. Okay, the final weakness. The final weakness is I really like the shield because it's like, you know, you can shield glare the whole, you know, the whole area. Okay, to get this pyro shield, it's actually from this. You can do it in here. See, so you can craft it. Okay, so just craft a good Ancients one and everything. So it's pretty easy to set it up. And look at it. I always like critical your block chance. You know, chance to block. Okay, get it high because if you have good block chance, that means enemy is likely to miss you. And secondly, once you Shield Bash, you do more damage. So it's like a tech rat, you know. So it's like a tech rat. So try and get, you know, a good shield, which is like 30% chance to on block and above. Okay, because it's important. You have more defense and you have more offense. So of course I'm using tech rat and focus, you know, and restrained ring. So the skill wise is pretty much the same. You know, no big difference from the sweep attack. It's just that the braces and some skills change and your weapon, and of course the shield. Okay, so that's why I'm so confident doing in the sweep attack, although, you know, I've never even done it. So that's, let me see, did I miss anything? Oh yes, okay, something for you to switch out. Let's say if you do not want this, okay, Bane of the Trap, because I'm doing more damage, take more 10, okay, just equip more 10 on it, so you have better survival rate. So as I said, you want more survival rate, put this. If you want to have bigger damage, 30 more percent, Bane of the Trap. Okay, do something like I use swiftness. I don't, you know, you can opt gems. You can always opt for your own. You know, just you know, do whatever suits you. You know, all this is just my recommendation. So for followers, let me see. Of course, Unity rings. Of course, solo is always better to use Unity ring because I always forget. You know, so get a good unit. Oh, I didn't know I even have Ancients Unity. Just equip one on yourself, definitely, because it's Ancients. So one Ancients on yourself and one Unity, whichever it is. You don't need the strength on your followers, so you will always have 50% reduced damage if you are playing solo. I think it's much better, but of course you can't use focus and restraint. Then if you are using Unity rings, go for this Conventions of Elements, okay, which is called COE. This is actually pretty much good. It's very good. Okay, but so you just wait for it. You know, once you put it on, you saw this. It's like fire. You know, so you're doing like 200% on fire. So you will cover the loss for your, how to say, the loss for your focus and restraint. But it's always moving around for every, I don't know how many seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds. But for Crusader, you will miss one, which is the iced. You know, you will, because there's actually 5 elements, but actually we only have 4 because Crusader don't do ice damage, so you always skip out. That's for you to know. Ice Climbers is actually very good. Good that I got an Ancients, but you know, of course if you want to switch out, but if you switch out, oh man, you got to use the Ring of Royal. You got to use the Royal Ring, which, you know, I'm not, you know, not quite a big fan. This belt, Strings of Years, it helps me a lot. Of course, if you do not want the, if you don't need survival, if you're just playing T6 and everything, just get a better belt. The Furnace, okay, definitely. This I got two, by the way, because of my previous patch, and it's Ancients. So I'm quite lucky. One is with the Vitality, the other one is with more damage. I mean, what luck, right? But I always like this sort, the Corruptor, the Ashbringer. And look at my, you know, just look at the Furnace that I found. I mean, talk about luck, right? Okay, this is from my previous patch. Okay, I already got this too before 2.2 even start. Okay, so one is more attack, one is more defense. But look at my other Furnace. Look at it, guys. Oh man, another one, but it's not Ancients. You know, sadly I can't equip on my followers. You know, the Templar, because he can't use two-handed. And I got another one which is Dex, Ancients. By the way, I have another Ancients Intelligence. For your information, this shows I'm like a flash. Okay, so I gave my Intelligence, the one which is Ancients, to my friend because he's, I don't know, he said he want to equip it on his followers or what, you know. So that's about it. So let me keep all those items. Oh, by the way, you're playing hardcore, don't do something like me. Try and keep all your items inside this tab, so in case something shit happens or if you die, you won't lose all these items, you know. So I mean, that's pretty much about it. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody, and good luck in farming, and I hope this guide guides you. Take care, guys.